Now that we've picked the strawberries, I've just washed them. We're gonna make the syrup for strawberry shortcake. These strawberries are so sweet and delicious that I'm not going to put too much sugar on them because they're already so sweet. And while these are becoming more of a syrupy consistency, we will make the shortcake. Sprinkle some sugar on them. And we'll just set those aside while we bake. Now that our beautiful strawberries are sweating, we're gonna work on the cake part. There's really 3 ways forward in my mind for strawberry shortcake. It's 1, more of like a biscuity texture, 2, angel food style, or 3, and the one that we're gonna do, which is sponge cake. I really think that's the perfect cake to the strawberry shortcake, so we're gonna give that one a go. And we're gonna try Natashas Kitchen's 4-ingredient sponge cake recipe, which makes it super easy. Okay, start by preheating the oven to 350. And when that's cooking, we are gonna line the bottom of our cake pan with parchment paper. You can really use any kind of cake pan. We have a cupcake tray. The key is line the bottom with parchment paper and then don't grease the side. We are going to beat 6 room temperature eggs. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack them. We are looking for nice fluffy peaks. That's what's gonna make the cake spongy. Alright, so we're gonna fluff up these eggs for 1 minute on medium-high speed. And then we're gonna start to add in 1 cup of sugar. So start to add your sugar in. It's gonna be about 8 to 10 minutes. That's how we get that spongy consistency. While that's going, I'm gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Starting to get really fluffy, which is exactly what we want for sponge cake. So we're getting close to adding in the baking powder and flour mixture. So again, it's 1 cup of flour and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm just gonna sift it into here in thirds and mix it by hand with my spatula. Let's see how we're doing. So when I lift this up, we want it to be super fluffy. That's looking pretty good. So now I'm gonna start to move in my dry ingredients. This we can do by hand. You don't want to over mix this, so I'm just sifting in, working. We're gonna do this 3 times, so that's about 1/3 of the flour. And just fold from the bottom. This recipe's super easy and totally not intimidating. So you can see I'm just picking it up and pulling it over. And we're gonna do 1 more round. Let's see how the figure 8 looks. If it sits on top, we're good to go. Ooh, I'm making a mess. We'll clean that up later. Okay, now we're just gonna grab our cupcakes. Go ahead and spoon. We're gonna do 2 big spoonfuls. 1, 2. All right. Just make sure the sides are all cleaned up and it's ready to go in the oven. All right, our cupcakes are out of the oven, so we're just going to cut around the edge to free them up. Now we're gonna go ahead and flip it over. They're gonna be like little volcanoes. And then we can just pull the tops off. We'll just set those aside while we make the whipped cream. Bowl is in the freezer because we want it extra cold. Very cold, heavy whipping cream. I'm a fan of like less sweet, so I have just shy of a half cup of powdered sugar. We have 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. And then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Very easy, dump it all in. You can over mix it though, so you don't wanna do that because then it will like curdle a little bit. So we're just gonna get all the ingredients in here and then start the KitchenAid on slow so we don't have a giant mess. Okay, here we go. We're looking for those peaks, the fluffy clouds. In the meantime, I'm gonna get my cupcakes to assemble. So we're just gonna do a layer of whipped cream, strawberries, top whipped cream, strawberries. None of that fancy shit. I'm just gonna pile it on. Starting to get whipped. Yum. Let's check it out. So good. So easy. Now we're gonna assemble. If you're a fancy baker, you could definitely pipe it so it would be a little more beautiful, but fuck that. We're just gonna go for it. Because it's dessert time. And all of the delicious strawberries straight on top. Yep. And then we're gonna do one more dollop. Who doesn't like whipped cream? We're gonna make it cute with just 1 fresh strawberry on the top. There you go. Strawberry shortcake, in season strawberries. So delish.